In this video, I want to share with you 7 things that every CRM must have. If you are a real estate agent or a broker and you're in the process of looking for a CRM that is right for your real estate business, or if you have access to a CRM and you're not quite using it right now, make sure you keep watching this video because I'm going to break it down exactly the 7 things that your CRM needs to have so you're using the right tools to really grow and scale your business. My name is Tharmila Rajasingam. I'm a real estate marketer, investor, real estate agent, and a global team leader with eXp Realty Brokerage. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, like this video, and hit the notification bell to get updates on new content. And make sure you watch this video to the end because I want to give you information as to how you can get free access to my kvCORE marketing course. And before we get started into the 7 things that every CRM must have, let's talk about what a CRM is. Remember, a CRM is a customer relationship management. It is a technology to help manage and improve your business relationships. So, interactions for you to connect with your potential customers, and make sure your CRM have access to these 4 components that every CRM must have. Make sure that it has the ability to integrate your business objective strategies directly into the system. Make sure that obviously the technology component of it has access to integrate all apps and applications that you're currently using in your business to have all of your business operation, your brokerage operation, one place. And make sure your systems and process are integrated within your CRM. And make sure your CRM has the ability to manage your organization, people, tasks, so that anytime you assign a lead to one of your agents, you know that the follow up is happening and the conversion and the nurturing is happening as well. So let's get started and look into what the 7 things that every CRM must have. Number one is the ability to add contacts. Of course, we've seen CRMs where you can mask bulk import contacts into your CRM. That's great and all. And the reason why you need to be able to manually import leads into your CRM is, and I'm going to walk you through how you can find this on kvCORE, is because if you are coming from another brokerage and you already have access to a database, or if you're a new agent and you want to import your spheres directly into your CRM so that you can nurture them or add anybody that you're going to be doing in the future, make sure that you can manually add your own contacts and that not only your brokerage gets to manage them. Because in the event that you ever leave your brokerage, remember, the whole business is all about building relationship and building a database. You want to be able to take that with you. You own the database, they're your leads, and make sure that you have access to adding new contacts and managing these relationships all in one place. So one of the things I want to quickly show you this before we walk into all the 7 things. So if you have access to kvCORE, this is where you would be able to add your, so if you go to smart CRM, you would be able to add contacts manually through here. Very important that you understand this. Number two is lead validation or contact validation. And this is to validate and make sure that every single contact information that is in your CRM is accurate. So is this the right phone number? It is the right email? Are they able to receive the information that you're sending them? The couple of reasons why you want to ensure that your contact information is correct is, first, you're not talking to random leads, that you have access to accurate information in your database. But in the event that you're doing mass email marketing campaigns, sometimes these email marketing campaigns, there's a reason why they get flagged and go into spam, is because you have a large number of inactive contacts in your database. So make sure you keep your database super organized and accurate at all times. And I love that this functionality exists within kvCORE, and make sure your CRM has that. So if you have kvCORE and you're wondering where this is, if you go to marketing, it is right here, the lead validation, so that you can go into here, learn what it's all about, or you can go into your smart CRM, click on any of your contacts, and go into validate them on the right hand side, on the left hand side. So it's very important that you do this so that all of your contact is accurate, especially if you're running external ads through Facebook, Google, etc. Next is number three, which is behavioral automation. So this is where you want to be able to not always have to sit in front of your computer, right? We all have multiple things, multiple priorities. And as an entrepreneur, you want to ensure that many aspects of your business operations are automated. So this includes your touch points and communications that are part of your nurturing strategy, and ensure that your CRM has the ability to capture when your leads are interacting. If they were to be inactive for a certain number of weeks or months and they come back to your database, your smart CRM can capture that and notify you and let you know that, lead XYZ has come back 14 days after, and they started to look at properties. Because sometimes your lead may click on your ad, come into your database, but they may not be ready to look at properties yet. So you want to keep an eye on them and make sure that their behaviors are being sent to you and you are aware of what is exactly happening in your database. So making sure that your communications are automated. But again, this is triggered through your behaviors of your database and the leads that are in your database. So it's very important. So if you have access to kvCORE, I'm going to quickly show you where you can get access to this. So if you go to marketing and you click on behavioral automation, you can go activate every single thing that are available in order for you to have a seamless communication and nurturing so that there's a higher conversion for you. Number four is make sure that your CRM has the ability to keep track of communications, but in particularly notes. And the reason why this is, the days are gone of you putting in notes in your Excel document, your Google Keep, your posted notes. You need to keep everything in one place when it comes to your leads. I don't know about you, but you should be building a pipeline. And the larger your pipeline is, you're probably not going to be able to keep track of every conversation you had, everything that's particularly to every single lead, which is so important that every time you have a conversation with somebody or have any kind of interaction, you're able to track exactly what this lead requires. So if do they want a separate basement, do they want 3 bedroom, do they want their property closer to a school? Make sure that you're keeping track of all of these notes. So your CRM should have the ability to, within your lead profile, keep a detailed note, custom note, so you can add in. So if you're on the road, you could pull up your app and in the event that your client calls you, you know exactly where you left out with them, you know exactly where and what they need, so that you're able to better serve them. Remember, we're in the people business, and the more you know your audience and the clients that you're serving, better there is for you to close the deal and help them and serve their best interests. So make sure your communications are all tracked and is kept in one place when it comes to every single lead. And you're able to do that through custom notes. So make sure your CRM has this. Again, if you have access to kvCORE, the where you would add your notes is in your client profile. So there's a pop-up that comes up for every single lead, or every single lead that you have in your a contact that you have in your CRM. You can click on adding notes and it'll give you this little pop-up where you can add in custom notes. You can put in, I spoke to them, I left a voice message, and this is what they returned to me with. They want 3 bedrooms, they want it near school, any kind of particularities that you need with this person, that you can put a note saying, follow up with them in 4 months, etc. And so everything is really seamless. And you can actually see here that you can actually connect your lender to this, or you can pin this to this top, which is, I highly recommend that you do that. So every time you come into your CRM, you see it right at the top of every single contact, so that you know what kind of conversation you have and where you left off. Because I don't know about you, but I've had clients that I'm connecting with again with the change of market, whom I was in touch with 8 months ago. I have no idea what conversation I had with them, because I've had conversation with numerous different people since within those 8 months. So I have no idea what they wanted. So the best way I would remember them and to pick up that conversation from where we left off is to go in this custom notes, read it, and keep it up to date. So make sure your CRM has that. Number five is categorization and the ability to use hashtags. And the reason why this is so important is because not only does this keep your database organized, one of the most important thing about databases and CRM is the ability to categorize and keep it organized, because there's so many different audience type. Make sure buyers are different than sellers, they're different than investors. Same thing with your lease. So how do you ensure that who they are, what their needs are? And because any kind of marketing you would send them would be very particular to that audience type. And this is why you want to ensure that you have them organized using a hashtag, because when it comes to doing email marketing, your drip campaigns, anything that you're sending to them in terms of nurturing them, you're able to communicate to them using that hashtag. So the right communication piece is going to the right audience type, so that you're speaking their language and you're able to connect with them, so that you can build that rapport, that like, know, trust factor. So it's super important that you have access to different functionality to ensure that your database is organized and categorized at all time. So let's look into this. If you have access to kvCORE, I'm going to make my picture a little small so that you can see this. if you go into a lead, obviously I'm showing you myself just to give you an example. You are going to click on hashtags and you can see this person came from a seller's guide. They're also looking to buy. They came from me because I put a name. Obviously, this is just an example because it's me. But I'm showing you the type of hashtags that you can apply for. You can tell them, they came directly from the website. They're an investor. They're also a seller. So there's different ways that this person came from. So when I'm able to send them information, of course, I can send them buyer content. I can send them seller content, and I know where they came from as well. So really important that all of that is captured, and you can hashtag them however you like in any kind of naming conventions that you want to follow. But just to give you a little bit of an idea what this all means. Number six is smart campaigns. So these are drips that you want to have in place that are automated in order for you to connect with your database at all time. And this is really, and to give you a better understanding, a drip is a form of communication. So a number of communications that's going to send out to your database through a certain point of time, and they're usually automated. And this could be a combination of emails. It could be through text messages. It could be phone calls, or voicemail drop, whatever they may be. Make sure that you have a certain number of drips put together that are automated, that are nurturing your leads on autopilot for a certain number of period. I have 320 days, 720 days, different types of campaigns that are going out to my database, automatically nurturing them on autopilot without me having to sit in front of a computer. I literally a couple of weeks ago, I had a number of different buyers that came because of the market change, that have interacted and responded to my drips that I've been sending them for over a year and a half in my database. So it's important that you have a really lengthier drip campaigns, because we'll never know when people are going to, what's going to happen in their life, or what market cycle is coming that's going to trigger them to want to look for a property and buy. And you want to be the person that they think about, and you remain top of mind. And the way to do that is to nurture them using drip campaigns. So make sure you can automate this in your CRM and you have access to this. So let's look at what that looks like in kvCORE. So if you come to marketing and you can click on smart campaigns, there are a number of default ones that are available through kvCORE, and there are a number of different pros and cons of using those, or you can create your own. There's so many different types of how to use that. And if you want to know how to set that up, you can check out some of the videos that I have here on my YouTube channel. So number seven, lastly, this is the seven important thing. Make sure your CRM have access to mass emails so that you can create and schedule your emails on autopilot, and you are able to use that as a nurturing strategies to convert them. This is super important because remember, if your database is organized using hashtag, you can send particular emails with certain messaging to audience group in order to really communicate with them and nurture them to select groups that you have in your database. Super important that you have this, and make sure that your email database, you have the ability to have an advanced editor where you can create your own marketing campaign with look and feel that uses your own font type, and create templates that really work for you to help you build your personal brand and awareness as well. So I hope this was helpful for you. These are the seven important things that you need to have in your CRM. Lastly, if you have access to kvCORE and you come to marketing, this is where you will find the schedule mass emails in order to create and schedule your emails on autopilot. This is super awesome because you can have emails going out every single week, nurturing your database, staying top of mind using smart technology like kvCORE or a CRM that you have access to, that have access to these seven components and features that are going to help you really grow your business and scale your business, and help you use it in a way that, remember, this touching on those four components: technology, strategy, process, and people, and doing all of that in one place. And lastly, I made sure, thank you so much for staying till the end of this video. I want to give you some information now as to how you can get access to my free course. I'm going to leave a link in the description below as well. Check this out. I just recently launched a lead generation marketing course when it comes to kvCORE. If you have access to this smart technology, I'm going to give you free access to this course. And if you check out the link right below, I'm going to walk you through step by step of how you can use that to improve your business. Thank you so much for watching. Once again, please hit that subscribe button, hit that like button if you enjoyed this video, hit the notification bell to get updates on new content like this. And thank you so much for watching. My name is Tharmila Rajasingam. I'm a real estate marketer, investor, real estate agent, and a global team leader with eXp Realty Brokerage. I'll see you next time.